Juliet, that's amazing. I heard you're marrying a doctor. You're gonna have a great life from now on.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I am happy.
Oh, you don't have to be so modest. He's the son of a practitioner, right? His parents are also doctors, and your future husband will eventually take over the family business and become the director of the hospital. Of course you're gonna have an amazing life.
Well, maybe you're right. Also, in terms of financial situation, it will be really good.
I bet you'll have a gorgeous wedding if you're marrying such a rich man. At a big wedding hall with lots of people. I'm so jealous of you that I even hate you.
What?
Hey, the wedding is this year, right? Does that mean you've already picked out your dress and stuff?
Yes, we plan to have the wedding as soon as possible. So we've already started preparing for the wedding. I'm planning to go look at dresses with my fiancé just this weekend.
This weekend? Then I'll go with you. I'll look for a nice wedding dress with you too.
What?
I think choosing a dress is very difficult. So I think it would help you to have a little bit of an opinion.
Oh, I appreciate the offer, but I've already made up my mind to some extent. All I have to do is try on the dress and make a final decision. I think we're fine, just him and me.
I see. Then I'll be quiet and watch you next to him.
No, that's not what I meant. It's a once-in-a-lifetime decision, and I like to make it alone with him. I appreciate your thoughtfulness, but I like to ask you to please not to do this.
What? I just wanted to go see your dress. Or what? Are you trying to say that I'm bothering you since we never had the wedding?
What?
Your parents' family is such an ordinary family, and Oliver is an ordinary salaryman. That's why I didn't even have a wedding. I've dreamed of being a bride since I was a little girl. And you don't even feel sorry for me that I couldn't fulfill that dream? Why is it such a problem to come with you and choose the dress together?
Wait, it was your fault that you couldn't have the wedding, wasn't it, Jane?
Huh?
My brother had properly prepared the wedding expenses. But you revealed the revolving debt to him at the last minute and the wedding expenses disappeared to repay those debts, right?
If Oliver's earning were better, we could have had the wedding. It's his fault that he saved only $20,000 for the wedding.
You shouldn't talk like that after getting him to pay back your debt. Besides, if you want a wedding, why don't you work and save up? Instead, you quit your job when you got married and became a housewife, right?
I couldn't do the wedding, which was my dream since I was a little girl. So I wanted to at least fulfill my second dream of becoming a housewife. What's wrong with that?
No, I'm not saying it's wrong.
Please, Juliet. Can I at least go with you to pick out a dress? I'll definitely be quiet. I'll stay still in the back.
Well, okay then. Let me just check with my fiancé.
Woohoo! I'll see you this weekend. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to it. You've got to be kidding me. Why didn't you let me try on the dresses? I even went to check the dress with you. Why didn't you let me try on at least one dress?
You said all you want is to see the dress, right?
I wanted to wear it when I saw it, so I had no choice. Besides, I told you I just wanted to try on one dress.
It takes 1 hour to try on one dress. There are even stylists who help us dress, and we also need to take a few pictures to see if it looks good. Of course you can't just show up and ask to try it on.
You're so mean. I'm your brother's wife, don't forget that. Besides, your fiancé is a very rich doctor, right? Why don't you treat me like a VIP and let me do whatever I want?
What?
You were wearing a wedding dress which has been my dream. Imagine how I would feel.
But you said you wanted to come see the dress.
Of course I wanted to wear at least one dress too. But everyone, including your fiancé and the staff, stopped me. You just kept showing me off as if you were so proud. It's ridiculous. Don't get carried away just because your future husband is rich.
I'm really sorry about Jane today. I had no idea she was accompanying you to try on dresses.
It's okay. It's my fault too for not saying no. And I can understand why she has a longing for a dress.
I didn't realize Jane wanted a wedding so badly. It's my fault too for not noticing my wife's feelings the whole time. I'm an inadequate husband.
What are you talking about? It was because of Jane's debt that you couldn't do the wedding, right? Instead of being angry at her debt, you even paid for her. You are a very kind and wonderful husband.
Thank you, Juliet. But being nice isn't enough. As a husband, I want to make my wife happy. I've saved up some money, so maybe it's time to make her dream come true.
What? That means you're going to have a wedding too?
Of course I can't do it to the same level as you. But I think we can do at least a small wedding and take some pictures.
What? That's so wonderful. I'm sure Jane will be over the moon.
If you don't mind, could you give me some advice? I'd like to give her a wedding as a surprise if possible.
A surprise? What's that? It sounds really interesting.
Actually, I think it would be better if the two of us prepared together. But since it's Jane, I'm sure she'll go a bit too much. I think it would be better if I arranged the wedding venue and the dress and everything on my end.
That's for sure. I'm afraid she gets too carried away and goes over budget.
But I'm at the end of my rope with all the preparations I have to do on my own. I'm not sure what kind of dress would look good on her, or what kind of wedding venue would make her happy. I need advice from a woman's point of view.
If that's the case, I'll definitely help you. As your sister, I'll do my best to help you with your surprise.
Thank you so much, sis. I'm sorry for the timing. I know that you're busy preparing for your own wedding. Could we go to a cafe another day so I can tell you the idea I have?
Of course.
I'll call you later.
You deserve all this. Now your wedding is cancelled.
What?
Because you no longer have a dress to wear tomorrow. Oh, poor dress. It is shredded to pieces. In this condition, tomorrow's wedding will be absolutely impossible.
What? What did you do to the dress?
I just cut it up a little with scissors. I didn't know dresses could tear so easily.
What? What are you talking about? Wait a minute. Are you sure you're at the wedding venue tomorrow?
I was able to break in pretty easily. And I found the dress that's being prepared in the waiting room for tomorrow right away. I enjoyed cutting them into pieces.
You're kidding. You're trespassing and damaging property. Oh my god, what are you going to do?
This is all because of you. You don't even know how I felt. You just kept on showing the process of the fabulous wedding. Such a mean girl doesn't deserve to have a happy wedding.
Did you ruin my dress for such a reason? It was your own fault that you couldn't do the wedding in the first place. How could you do this to me?
Now you know how frustrated I am that I couldn't have the wedding, right? You no longer can wear the dress, so you would have to cancel the gorgeous wedding. This is your punishment for getting too carried away.
We had the wedding yesterday.
What?
So I'm not particularly damaged. But what should I do? I'm okay, but the dress is not.
What do you mean? The wedding is supposed to be tomorrow, right? I didn't hear anything about a wedding.
I'm sure you didn't. Because we didn't tell you that we changed the date.
What? You kept it from me? You were enjoying your wedding with everyone but me?
Yes, the only one who didn't show up was you, Jane.
Huh? What's with that harassment? You mean we were not worth inviting? It's disgusting that you're excluding only me.
No, Jane. I asked my sister not to say anything to you.
What?
She's not harassing you. Rather, I kept quiet about it because I love you, Jane. I wanted to make you happy about tomorrow's surprise wedding. That's why she didn't invite you to the wedding.
Wait a minute. Huh? Is this Oliver? Why are you talking to me from Juliet's phone?
We were just together. He's helping me prepare for a surprise wedding tomorrow.
What do you mean surprise wedding? What on earth are you talking about? I don't understand. What the heck is going on?
I just wanted to make your dream come true, Jane. You can't give up on the wedding so much that you would even go to see my sister's dress fitting day, right? That's why, as your husband, I wanted you to wear the dress.
What?
So I decided to give you a surprise wedding present. Then Juliet's wedding date got moved to the day before. Apparently, the groom's father had a conference he couldn't miss. So I decided to rent a place for the day that they were planning to do the wedding.
What?
It seems the wedding hall is more than happy to have us use it rather than leave it vacant. I was able to get a special discount on the wedding hall. A big luxurious wedding hall that you would like.
What are you talking about?
I took advantage of that and decided on a surprise scenario. I thought it would be so surprising if you thought that it's my sister's wedding, but actually it was our wedding. I thought such a surprise would make you so happy. Well, that means, of course, we can't attend my sister's wedding. But I thought it might be for the best that we don't attend because I knew that you were very jealous.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. So the dress I ripped to shreds.
It's the dress you were supposed to wear tomorrow. I worked really hard to find a dress that would suit you, Jane. I got a lot of advice from Juliet and the staff at the wedding venue. It took me a month just to choose the dress. But I wanted you to be happy, so I kept looking without compromising.
I don't know what to say.
I never thought it would be torn apart so cruelly. Tears naturally welled up in my eyes. As you said, the wedding tomorrow will be canceled. Because the dress you were supposed to wear tomorrow is gone.
Oh no. Please, it's some kind of a joke, right? I can't believe this dress was mine. I can't believe my wedding is canceled.
You did all this, Jane. And it's not just the wedding. Our married life is over.
What?
You thought it was Juliet's dress and cut it to pieces, didn't you? I can't live with someone who would do such a thing. I've been trying my best to make you happy in my own way, but I can't do it anymore.
Wait a minute, Oliver. I don't want to get divorced over something like this.
I don't want to either, but I've reached my limit. Looking back, you were always asking me to make you happy. But have you done something to make me happy?
What?
When I helped you pay off your debts, you at least thanked me. But that was only for a moment. After that, you kept saying things like,
I want a wedding.
and,
I wish you made more money.
or things like that. And then you ruined the wedding I'd be preparing, and now I can't do it anymore.
I didn't mean it like that. I love you so much, Oliver, that I can't help but say things like that. I really wanted to have a wedding with you.
Me too. But it's you who killed it all. You should come home now. We'll proceed with the divorce as soon as possible.
What?
Oh wait, you know what? Before that, I should call the police.
The police?
I'll see you later. Don't even try to get out of there.
Help me, Juliet. I really don't want to get a divorce. Please help me convince him.
Huh? Did you get out of the police station already? I heard they took you away in the police car right after what happened.
I managed to get them to let me go. The wedding hall was very generous and forgave me. And Oliver also helped me in this process. So I thought for sure he still loved me. But I didn't think he helped me get out just to finish the divorce process.
Oh, I see. So you already got divorced?
Yes, I did. In the car that he picked me up, he was very sure about the divorce and he was very cold.
Well, in the car he doesn't even have to see you face to face. It seems like my brother is very angry with you. He's normally a very nice person, so when things like this happen, he's very stubborn.
No, that's not true. If we can convince him, he will come back with me again. So please, help me.
I can't, because I'm just a sassy little sister who got married to a rich guy. I don't have time to help my brother's soon-to-be ex-wife.
Don't be so cold. I was just jealous of your gorgeous wedding. I know I said and did horrible things, but I was just really jealous. I'll apologize for everything.
If all you had to do was to apologize, there is no need to go to the police. Don't you understand that you were just at the police station just now?
Oh no.
Most importantly, you'll need to pay for the dress yourself this time, okay? You don't have a husband to help you anymore, Jane.
What? What are you talking about?
The dress you cut into pieces was a rental dress. You would need to pay around $8,000.
That's a lot of money.
You cut up something that cost that much.
I can't afford that kind of payment. I'm a housewife, so I don't have any money. I don't even have any savings from when I was single. If I had, I wouldn't be paying for my debts.
I know, right? You asked my brother to take over the repayment of the loan. But you never even tried to pay him back since he's your husband. All you do is just sit around at home every day. Of course you can't afford $8,000. Well, you have to pay anyway, though.
What should I do?
Oh, by the way, you shouldn't rely on the divisional properly. My brother has been in constant meetings with his lawyer recently. I'm sure he's taking various measures.
What measures? Don't tell me I might be kicked out all by myself without any pay.
That's very likely to happen.
What?
But it's all your own fault, so there's nothing I can do about it. Well then, good luck with your divorce. I'll be rooting for my brother. After that, there was a discussion including the lawyer, and Jane was forced to sign the divorce papers. My brother demanded alimony and offset it with the division of property. As expected, Jane was kicked out of the house on her own. She was left in debt for the cost of paying for the dress and fled to her parents' house. But her parents also kicked her out and she was on her own. Rumor has it that she has been living under the bridge while wearing a white curtain and thinking one day she can have a wedding.
Oh, dearie me, Chloe. Whatever are we going to do with you? I see you missed another one of our mother's meetings. I thought I made it clear you were definitely to show up this time. Why do you seem totally incapable of listening to a word I say?
I'm sorry, Karen. But like I mentioned before, I'm not going to have many chances to attend your mom's meetings from now on.
Excuse me?
Don't get me wrong. I'm really grateful for the invites, but I just started working full-time at a new company. I'm pretty sure I told you all this before, right? Your mom's meetings and tea parties are always held during the week, so there's just no way I'm going to be able to make them. I get that you want me to come, and I'm really appreciative of that. But at the end of the day, I have bills to pay, And if I skipped work to spend time with you guys, well, put it this way, I wouldn't have a job for very long. You do get where I'm coming from, right? It's not because I don't want to see you guys.
Get a load of this nonsense. Wait, you think you're special because you have a full-time job? Oh, I get it. You think you're better than me and the other moms, don't you?
No. Like, seriously, it's not like that at all.
Fine, I see how it is. So you're the type of woman who looks down her nose at stay-at-home housewives and temporary agency or part-time workers like me and the girls, are you?
Whoa. What the hell? How do you work that one out? No, it's not like that at all. You've got this all wrong. You know what? If that's what you think of me, then I'd rather we just terminated this relationship right here. That goes for the rest of the moms.
What did you just say? How dare you? You have no right to do that.
Our kids are all going to end up at different schools due to us all living in different school districts when they move up to elementary school. So we probably stop hanging out then anyway.
What kind of twisted backflip logic is that? To think I so kindly went out of my way to invite you. And this is how you repay me? With nothing but a bad attitude and disrespect? This is a slap in the face. Who the hell do you think you are?
In any case, I have a long business trip coming up. So it'd be literally impossible for me to make it to your get-togethers even if I wanted to. Would you mind leaving me alone from now on? Thanks, Karen. Goodbye.
Hello, Chloe. I heard your dad runs a high-end burger restaurant in the posh part of town. Well, I have a suggestion. Let's hold our next mother's meeting at your daddy's restaurant. How does that sound? With this, you can make up for not showing up to our past meetings in one fell swoop. Even if you are nothing but pathetic corporate livestock who spends her days slaving away in a cubicle while thinking she's better than everyone else. Me and the other moms can't turn down an offer of free burgers at one of the most luxurious burger joints in all of New York. A stroke of genius, if I do say so myself. As for the reservation at the restaurant, don't worry. I already booked us in. I knew that if I left it to you, you'd probably try to pull some pathetic stunt to get out of it. Oh, and by the way, it's tonight! I took the liberty of renting out the entire restaurant. So prepare for the luxury burger party of a lifetime. The reservation's at 6 p.m., so you better damn well show up this time. I invited a lot of people, so my reputation's on the line here. That's right, you're going to be there at 6 p.m. pronto, ready to entertain me and the other moms as the daughter of the restaurant owner. Naturally, you'll be paying for everything. Hello, Chloe. It's already way past 6 p.m., but you're nowhere to be seen. You can't seriously be telling me you're not coming to this one either. God damn it, Chloe! I went out of my way to make sure this party was held at a time you could definitely make. You can't use work as an excuse to get out of it this time. Not only that, but I even booked the party at your dad's restaurant so you'd have no trouble finding the place. And you still have the nerve not to show up? Chloe, you've taken this friendship group for granted one too many times. I am livid. You won't get away with this. Is this what you wanted? Even if me and you did stop seeing each other due to living in different school districts, that doesn't mean you'd never see any of the kids from our mother's group again. Some of the girls' kids would still be in your children's classes. You do understand what I'm saying here, don't you? If you do, I suggest you get your ass to this restaurant pronto. But even if you don't, me and the girls fully intend to order every single burger on the menu. And all on your dime. You do know how much I love getting my lips around a thick, succulent piece of meat, right? That's a joke there. Alright, let the burger party commence. Chloe, where are you? Why are you still not here? Me and the other moms rented out your dad's high-end burger restaurant all to ourselves. And the 50 of us are currently in the midst of a party of a lifetime. We ordered so many burgers. I think your dad's meat reserves might run out soon. why the hell you're taking so long. But you need to hurry up and get here before there's nothing left. I mean, really, how rude. To think the host would stand up her guest like this. Your hospitality could seriously use some work. Another round of burgers just arrived. Now that gets my juices flowing. Chloe, you didn't end up coming at all in the end. I'm so disappointed in you. What's worse, you didn't even reply to a single one of my messages. Tell me, dear, who exactly do you think you are? And what do you think gives you the right to behave so despicably? Oh well, what do I care? This is your dad's restaurant. And, just as we agreed at the start, I'm going to tell them you'll be the one footing the bill. Alright, I think I'll treat myself to the single most expensive burger on the menu, followed by 3 luxurious desserts to finish up.
Huh? What is this?
Chloe? There you are. I was just about to message you. Won't you be a darling and talk some sense into the blockhead staff at your dad's restaurant?
What are you talking about?
You know, silly. You're going to pay for mine and the girls' magnificent burger party today, just like we agreed. The bill came out to $6,800, but I told the staff it was your treat. Be a dear and pass on the message to your dad so he can let them know, okay?
$6,800?
Well, there were 50 of us, not to mention all the hungry, crying children. It might sound like a lot, but it can't be helped given the circumstances.
50 people?
Yep, I pulled out all the stops for this one. I invited my old friends from high school and told them they could bring their families. Then there's all 12 of my ex-boyfriends, their parents, and of course the usual girls from our mother's meetings and their children.
I somehow feel like this is more than just a regular old mom's meeting.
Forget that. Why didn't you tell your dad about this beforehand, even though we discussed it all in advance? All this trouble could have been avoided if you had just done your job. It's one thing not to show up at the party, but another to completely ignore all of your responsibilities. Do you realize how awkward you've made things for me? The staff are getting all worked up about the bill now because of your negligence. I told them several times that the owner's daughter would be covering the bill, but they're insisting the owner only has a son.
Can you hold on a minute, please? I need to read through all the messages you sent.
Huh? What the? You mean you haven't been reading them at all?
You sent them all while I was on a long international flight. So there was no Wi-Fi, and my phone was turned off the whole time. When I turned it back on just now, it blew up with notifications.
Wait, what? You were on a plane?
Karen, I just got done reading through your messages.
Fantastic. Do you understand now? In that case, you need to hurry up and explain the situation to Daddy restaurant owner as soon as possible.
That high-end burger joint? Is it the one that's a few minutes walk away from the southern exit of Flopadoop Station?
Yes! Are you kidding me? It's your own father's restaurant, you silly girl. Surely you don't need me to confirm the address. Whatever. Just hurry up and let them know what's going on so we can leave and put this ridiculous situation behind us.
The owner of that burger joint isn't my dad. He's my ex-father-in-law.
Huh? Your ex-father-in-law?
Yes. The owner of that restaurant is my ex-husband's dad.
Huh? Wait, I don't even... Your ex-husband's dad?
Yep, we divorced half a year ago. Didn't I tell you?
Part of the reason I stopped being able to come to the get-togethers as much was because I couldn't afford to get by as a stay-at-home housewife anymore. Which is why I ended up finding full-time work. I'm pretty sure I did already tell you this.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You told me that? Whatever, none of this matters. Father, father-in-law, ex-father-in-law, it's all the same in the end. You just need to give him a call, tell him you'll cover the bill, and make this all go away. And you'll do that, won't you, darling?
What? Pay the bill yourself.
But you promised to cover everything for us.
You should already know this.
but at no point in the chat logs that I just went over did I make anything resembling a promise to cover the bill. Not even close.
Well, this is all your fault for not checking your phone. If you had just read my messages, none of this would be happening.
It's impossible to receive messages from 30,000 feet in the air, Karen. What do you think I am, a magician? Besides, even when I landed, I was so busy with the preparations for my business trip that I only used my work phone, which means I only just got around to turning my own phone back on. No matter how you look at it, there's no way any conversation that transpired between us could be interpreted as me consenting to pay a $6,800 bill at my ex-father-in-law's restaurant.
No. Wait a second. There has to be some kind of arrangement we can come to here. Chloe, are you in a different country now?
Yep. I'm in Canberra, Australia. Why?
Liar!
In any case, the reason I divorced my husband is because my in-laws were bullying me. You're dreaming if you seriously think I'd reach out to my scumbag ex-father-in-law over something this absurd.
Then who's going to cover the $6,800 bill?
I don't know. Pay it yourself?
There's no way I can afford to do that.
Well, how about you split it between everyone who showed up then? By my calculations, if there were 50 of you, assuming there were 10 children, that should come to about $170 per person. I doubt they'll be happy about it, but it sure as hell beats paying for everything yourself.
I can't slap my friends in the face like that. I promised them all the whole thing would be free. Besides, everyone went home already.
Oh, I see. Oh well, not my problem.
What?
Now, if you excuse me, I want to get a good night's sleep before tomorrow's business meeting. I won't be replying to your messages anymore.
No, wait! We're not done here. What am I supposed to do now? Seriously, I'm screwed if you don't help me. God damn you, Chloe. Do you have any idea how much crap I had to go through over these last few days because of you? My friends who came to the party burst out laughing at me when I told them what happened. And now none of them are speaking to me. And it's all because of you. I mean, it's not like there's any lasting damage. Because my husband paid the bill after a few carefully chosen words and a flutter of eyelashes. But still, you caused me a major pain in the ass. Mark my words, woman. I will be sending you a charge for that $6,800. So you better prepare yourself. You either pay or there'll be hell to pay. Do I make myself clear?
Hey, Karen. I don't think this is the time to be making empty threats.
Empty threats? Oh, believe me, you tragically deluded moron. You will be paying me.
My dad says your husband's fired.
Huh? Your dad? What are you talking about? Do you mean your real dad this time?
Yeah.
Why would your real dad be involved now?
Your husband works for Viral Cheesecakes, right?
Wait, what? How do you know that?
Because I work there too. And because my dad's the CEO.
The CEO?
Now, bearing that in mind, I have a question for you. Do you know how your husband managed to get a hold of the $6,800 he paid for the bill at the burger restaurant a few days ago?
He told me he took it out of his savings from back when he was single.
I see. So he didn't tell you the rest then?
The rest? What's that supposed to mean?
I guess I have no choice but to tell you myself. Don't worry. I have my dad's permission to discuss everything I'm about to tell you. What do you think your husband planned on doing after paying the bill?
What do you mean?
He tried to claim that $6,800 on company expenses.
What?
I'm sure even you understand that a party at a burger restaurant isn't an appropriate use of company expenses. When one of the employees in the accounting department realized what your husband was trying to do and reported him to HR, it occurred to them this might not be the first time he's misappropriated company expenses. Upon being summoned to a disciplinary meeting to explain himself, he confessed to everything. Your husband has been falsely claiming on company expenses for the last 2 years for things that don't even exist.
What?
Apparently, he tried to pull the wool over their eyes by mixing in the receipt from the burger joint in with a bunch of receipts from the business trip he went on last week. But with the amount of money being so outrageously high, obviously someone picked up on it. There's no way that your husband could have ended up with that receipt by accident. So the only reasonable explanation here is that the two of you were willfully attempting to defraud the company.
Is that why you just said he's fired?
The official investigation is still underway, which means the official announcement still hasn't been made. But this is textbook misappropriation of funds. It's written as clear as day in the terms of employment on the contract he signed when he started working for us, that doing so would make him liable for instant dismissal. So it's safe to say he's pretty much guaranteed to get fired when the investigation's over.
Oh my god! Is this really happening? This is bad! This is bad! This is bad! This is bad! Oh, what am I supposed to do now? Ugh!
And why are you asking me?
Because this was all your fault to begin with.
Don't blame me, Karen. You're the only one responsible for this.
What?
I told you why I couldn't make it to the moms' meetings anymore. But you couldn't just take what I said at face value, could you? Your ego was so bruised, you went out of your way to try and get your own back on me by renting the most expensive burger joint in town, to throw a party for your friends, and forcing me to pay for it. I didn't make a single reply to your deranged slew of messages, but still, in spite of that, you somehow managed to convince yourself I promised to pay. Then, as an unforeseen circumstance of your shenanigans, your husband was found to be stealing from my dad's company. So go on, Karen, tell me, which part of the story includes me doing anything wrong?
Because you stopped coming to our friendly get-togethers.
How many times do I have to tell you? I already told you why I couldn't make it anymore.
Well, it was still your fault.
We're just going around in circles now. I'm done with this conversation.
No, wait, Chloe, please, you have to help me. I'm screwed.
Not my problem. I'm pretty busy myself, you know. Your husband revealed some glaring flaws in our security procedures. So me and the rest of the executives at Viral Cheesecakes have to strengthen our systems to make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
So what? What's your point?
My point is that I don't have any time to waste on the likes of you.
What?
Goodbye, Karen. After that, when we finished assembling the evidence dossier providing beyond doubt Karen's husband's misappropriation of funds, we sent him a bill for the entire sum he'd stolen. Luckily for him, he dodged prison when his parents jumped in to save his ass by covering the initial payment, before forcing him to work 14-hour per-day shifts at a friend's company in order to pay them back. Before long, he divorced Karen and cut all ties with her. As for their kids, they were temporarily taken in by some relatives, but I heard they'll both be getting put up for adoption soon. And that's the story of how Karen ended up all on her own. Rumor has it that her parents pulled a vanishing act in the middle of the night 10 years ago to escape the hell that was living in the same house as their argumentative bitch queen of a daughter. Which means that, in the absence of a family home to go to, Karen's still living in the same city. Somehow or other, despite having hardly any money to her name, she managed to find herself a rundown apartment in a part of town with all the hookers and crack dens. Hilariously, even her neighbors there don't trust her, and her existence as a social pariah continues. At least she has the cockroaches investing her new apartment to keep her company. Occasionally, an old friend who lives nearby sends me reports of an emaciated, worn-out-looking Karen, aimlessly wandering around town with a bottle of whiskey, while sobbing uncontrollably.